Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's Abraham Oyola coming at you today, Friday, the 26th of July, 2013, at 5 to 3, or just shy of 3 o'clock on Friday. Anyway, thank God it's Friday. I love every day of the week, but Fridays will forever have like that special je ne sais quoi. I don't even know what that means. It has that certain something that just makes it a great day of the week. What I wanted to do today was actually give you a little bit of my personal story. So if there's anybody going through some personal stuff, you're not alone. Going back 20 years or so, I was, graduating high school, going into my first year of college, found out my ex-girlfriend was pregnant. Of course, my first question, whose is it? Yeah, it's mine. So after that semester in Maryland, I had gone down to Maryland. I came back to New York because I figured if I was man enough to make a baby, I'd be man enough to raise that baby. But it did not take long to realize she was not in it for the baby and she wasn't in it for me. So spent the next 10 years going to court, paying lawyers, and just going through a lot of stress. But I always let it just roll off my shoulders. And a lot of my friends were like, dude, I don't know how you do it. But that's probably where I learned one of my best skills of life, which is, stuff's going to happen to you. Nothing's going to stop it. Good stuff, bad stuff, it happens all the time. You can't control it. The only thing you can control is how you choose to react to it. So anyway, all right, so now I have a son. Did what I had to do. Like I said, the next 10 years I just fought for him in court. The reason I say 10 years was because when he turned 11, he wasn't even 12 yet, I was awarded full physical custody of my son in the state of New York, which is a very hard thing to do. So I must have been doing the right thing. But I was doing the right thing as a person. The stuff that you do from within, not the clothes you wear, not the car you drive, not the house you have, who you are as a person. I was doing the right thing because personally, I was going through some struggles. On the positive, I was fortunate enough to purchase my parents' house off of them that I was raised in my 20s. Unfortunately, being a single dad, paying child support, just before I got custody, paying child support, owning a house on Long Island is very hard. So I sold the house. I made a good profit on it, about 80 grand. Right after I sold the house, that's when I was awarded custody. And the reason I sold the house, this was the tough part. It had gotten to a point, it was right after 9/11, everyone was getting laid off. I had gotten laid off. My house was going into arrears. The heat had been cut off. It was a very humbling experience because I had to go, not that I had to, but I decided I would go to the churches and see if they could donate food. So that bag of food would come every week, which was kind of embarrassing, but you had to do what you had to do. I went down to the electric company to get on all these different programs that you get onto when you don't have money. But I did what I had to do. I never gave up on the dreams that I had. I never gave up on the strengths that I had as a person. This was just, a season, and it too shall pass. So I just continued showing my son the love, continued doing what I had to do, and again, through that, I was able to sell the house, make the profit, get custody of my son. You couldn't have picked a person in a worse position, and all that happened to me. So then, once I was awarded custody and I had no house, it just turned out that my family was looking into a vacation house in Western Mass, which I had mentioned in one of the other videos. So I invested in that, moved out here to Western Mass to raise my son. Little did I know how different Western Mass was from Long Island. Night and day. Felt like I was in the witness protection program. It was funny. But I did what I had to do, raised him, and it was hard. I didn't have any family out here, didn't really have friends except for the people that I met through my job. And you could ask Ryan, because I worked with him at the time, I lived in the middle of nowhere. So it was very hard. But I did what I had to do. He graduated in the honors. He was captain of the football team. I was at all of his football games. I made sure that I was present in everything that he did. And he graduated, moved back to Long Island. Since then, with this new business opportunity, my life just continues to get better and better. And where I'm moving into the future is to not only continue with my life, but to help everybody else. Because it's so gratifying to be able to take someone who's in any kind of situation and help them to help themselves to get out of that situation. So the fact that we get to do that, oh man, there's no words to describe how wonderful that is and how awesome that is. So I'm sorry that this one went a little bit long. Go enjoy your weekend, go enjoy your family, go enjoy your friends, go enjoy your drink, and I will see you all at the top. Love ya.